Machine learning is the process of getting a computer to learn. So to understand how it works, we need to first look at how learning works. Once a kid can process language, they learn what a cat is by being exposed to cats.
We're not overfeeding her.
For example, they see a picture of a cat, and someone tells them, "That's a cat." Other times, they come across a cat, and someone tells them, "That's a cat." Eventually, after being pointed to enough cats, the kid can recognize one, even if it's a completely new cat. That process of looking at cats, having someone tell them it's a cat, creating a mental model of the cat, and being able to identify a previously never seen cat is the learning process. This process is what we want the computer to go through. A computer is like a baby, ready to process new information and learn from it. However, the computer doesn't see or think the way humans do. In a computer, a camera plays the role of the eyes. The camera turns an image into a series of numbers. Let's take the example of a black and white low-resolution camera. The cat would transform into this. That then becomes this. Now that the cat is a series of numbers, the computer can process the information. Once the image is zeros and ones, the computer can operate it. But what can the computer do with these numbers? The computer can do math with them. However, giving only one picture to the computer only gives it enough information to identify that one cat. For the computer to learn, it needs access to hundreds, possibly thousands of pictures of cats. This process implies that humans, like the baby, have collected and labeled all those pictures. Once the computer looks at the numbers, it is capable of finding patterns. For example, cats have tails, so there is a pattern of numbers that looks like a tail. Cats have eyes, so there's a pattern of points that look like eyes. Assuming that those features are sufficient to identify a cat picture,
Very well.
the computer now has the patterns to look for. Imagine, this picture is a new cat. The computer will look for the pattern. The patterns are there. The picture looks like a cat. Now, let's send a picture of a car. The computer searches for the characteristics of a cat. Nothing in the picture looks like eyes or tail.
I thought I saw a putty cat.
The picture is not a cat. You may be thinking, but a dog also has eyes and a tail. Will this computer confuse them? Our cat even looks slightly like a dog. It will, which means the computer needs more data. More data comes from better pictures. Those are pictures in colors, with more dots. With these pictures, the computer can find more complex patterns, thousands of these patterns. This is how, with good enough inputs and a good enough computer, you can get your computer to learn.